What's going on YouTube? This is the world's tallest midgets back at it one more time.
With a movie review. We
Reluctantly right now.
we just watched Bullet Train. We did an early screening, not like for movie reviewers, but it was just something that Regal was offering. And right now we kind of feel like crap because we just did lugs at the gym.
Yes, sir.
But that movie is something where every time the trailer came on, I enjoyed it. It just the visuals, the action, the kind of comedy, it really interested me. So I was excited for this movie. It's one of the first movies in a while I've had pretty good expectations for, and I have to say it lived up to the hype that I had. I really had a lot of fun with this movie. It was just a great blend of action, of comedy. The actors were all great. They all had like unique personalities. It wasn't something where it was like just over the top in jokes or too serious. It was fun. It was a blast. There's just so much to take in. The director, I believe, is the same guy who directed Deadpool 2. You could definitely see that just in the way the story is, outlined, and there'll be scenes where they'll kind of like show something, and then later in the movies, it like flashbacks to it, like, oh, you remember this? Well, was like about a part of like, you know, this character's progression. So it does a lot of things like that where, every character, every plot point at the end comes together. I'm not going to try to spoil it too much, but it is definitely something where like it seems very chaotic in the beginning, but there is a method to the madness. And at the end of the movie, you see it all come together. But I just really liked it. Aaron Taylor Johnson, who plays Tangerine, he was just hilarious. He does a British accent alongside with the twin. They call him Lemon. I forgot the actor's name, but they're just really funny. They had, their own different attitudes and personalities, and they each kind of had a running joke, but like it didn't get tiring. I found it funny. I found it interesting. Brad Pitt, I've never seen him in a role like this where it's like he just doesn't want to hurt people, but he kind of has to, and he's trying to be like, just like caring, but he's still beating all these people up. The only, I guess, disappointing part, I'll try not to make this spoilery, but Bad Bunny's part, I wasn't too excited about his character, to be honest, but
Yeah,
they
look.
did a lot less than what I expected.
Yeah, look. It's funny because me and JC talked about it, like when they showed him in the trailers. We both had agreed that we already knew they just pretty much brought Bad Bunny to do like like to bring in his fans, and it was very evident when we went to the theater because as soon as his like character came up, there was a bunch of girls screaming. So
Yeah, like my panties dropped like the 4th of July. It was
dude, I got a little hot, bro. Like it was crazy.
yeah. Let's just say I'm a bunny head.
Yeah.
I'm a little bunny head. So,
Bro, that sounds
Bro.
like something like out of yeah.
but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, like
Without spoilers.
look, yeah, without spoilers. Look, I will say, for those people that like action, this movie has it for you. Like, I was actually shocked how much action it had. I know in the trailer they pretty much show you that it's gonna be an action-packed type of movie, but I thought it was gonna be like in spots. But for the most part, for the most of the runtime of the movie, there's like I want to say like 45% action. I want to say, which is a pretty much a good amount. And JC said that he had expectations for this movie. I didn't. And the reason why I'm saying that's because this movie actually, even though I didn't have expectations, it exceeded my expectations. I actually did like this movie. I told JC I was ready to just say this movie was gonna be a straight mid, but I'm shocked. This is actually a good movie, a great choice by Brad Pitt. He really, he did a great choice for this movie.
Yeah, the one thing that if I had to nitpick, I mean, because the movie's perfect, there's one, kind of plot point to talk about a lot about fate, and you'll see kind of like throughout the movie, it is played well, but then there's, I guess, a point at the end when it all comes together. There was just something where it kind of felt like random, where they kind of like trying to throw fate into everything. But besides that, all the characters are great. The girl, I forget her name, but she's like the girl you'll see on the train. She at times, to me, she got kind of annoying, but that's not something I can say objectively. Like, it's not a criticism. It's just like a personal opinion. But out of the movie, the action was really creative because they're using water bottles and suitcases and just a bunch of stuff. Oh, I don't know. I can get heartburn from Powerade, but
Was it?
what is wrong with me? I'm here drinking Powerade and I'm freaking dying. But yeah, this is a really fun movie. I really enjoyed it. We were cracking up. I laughed way more than I expected to.
Yeah,
It is
facts.
a movie I wouldn't mind seeing again, like with friends if they want to see it.
Yeah, yeah.
I recommended it to people.
This is definitely a movie that you do want to watch with a big crowd because it does have
Yeah.
a lot of crowd reaction.
Yeah, because our crowd was empty. I mean, it's 2 days before the movie comes out officially, and there was honestly like 20 something people, and we saw it in RPX,
Yeah,
which is like Regal's version of IMAX.
yeah,
But yeah, I definitely want to see it again, like on maybe like on a weekend with like a big crowd.
yeah. Like with a big group of friends, it would be awesome. And honestly, guys, look, I know not every movie's for everybody. I told JC when Everything Everywhere All at Once came out, that movie wasn't for me because of how random it was. This movie kind of had that vibe to it. And even though I didn't like Everywhere All at Once, I actually did like this movie. And sorry, I feel like I'm repeating 300 things at the same time. But this movie gave me that vibe, but I actually like the way that it came cohesively in this movie. Not saying this movie's better than the other one, because if not, then the critics are gonna kill me. But to me, this is by no means a masterpiece, but it is a good time. I would say if you didn't want to see this, just give it a chance. Now, I'm not saying you have to go to a theater. You can probably stream it, but for those that want to buy a ticket, I would say it's worth your time.
Yeah. So as far as the rating, again, like I didn't want to do the review right after the theater because I was just like so hyped and it was just such a fun experience.
Yeah,
I'm sure there are things I'm gonna like realize later on, but right now I'm feeling like a 7.5 to an 8. I just really liked it. It's by no way like my favorite movie of the year, but it was just so entertaining and it was such a change of pace that I really enjoyed it. So 7.5 to 8 out of 10 midgets.
I was thinking, I was telling JC, I was like in between 7 and 7.5, but I really can't make up my mind, so I'm gonna give a random rating. I'm gonna say 7.3 out of 10, just so it can be there, smack in the middle. This movie, again, is definitely a good experience to have. Again, for those people that are trying to look for like the next John Wick, this is not it, but it was a nice experience, bro. I really enjoyed it. Definitely, I liked it way more than I thought.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, let us know what you guys think. This has been the world's tallest midgets signing off.
Coming to you again from a McDonald's parking lot.
Yeah.
Have a
Alright,
good one, guys.
see you
Peace.
later.